IPL is in its business end, and Sunrisers Hyderabad have managed to defeat Delhi Capitals by 88 runs. Dominic, what is your heat?
So Shayan, I think obviously with Sunrisers winning by a huge margin, I think one of the bowlers and most importantly the important strike bowler in the absence of Bhuvneshwar Kumar, I think it has to be Rashid Khan. So he's my hit of the day, especially because this is the fourth most economical spell in IPL history, and you see him just conceding 7 runs and he bowled during the middle overs. That's a part where Sunrisers usually good, and him taking the onus on himself and then going there and executing the ball. He just bowled absolutely brilliant. His bowling was absolutely brilliant, spot on, and that's why he took the wickets of Rahane, 2 wickets in the same over as well, and that was a big added bonus to Sunrisers. I know the batsman had put on 219 on the board, but on any given day, bowling like what Rashid Khan did today, I think that's amazing, and so he's my hit of the day for his figures of 3 for 7 and 4 overs. So Shayan, who do you think was the hit of the day?
Dominic, for me, the hero or the hit of the day would definitely be Wriddhiman Saha, because let's not forget it was that partnership between Wriddhiman Saha and David Warner that put Hyderabad on a firm footing, because 107 runs in our opening stand is what a franchisee looks for, a team looks for. And most importantly, Wriddhiman Saha has been somebody who is considered more of a test specialist, but when it comes to the limited overs, he's largely underrated. And today he proved why he's a class batsman. Like scoring 87 or 45 is no joke. That too against a quality bowling lineup which comprises Kagiso Rabada, Norgay, and some of the best names in the business. So Wriddhiman Saha kept his cool and went about his business. I just hope that he has the injury that he sustained is not too serious, because that will be a big blow, not only for the team but also for him, because he is quite prone to injuries. So that's the only thing. Well, Dominic, what is the misses for the thing?
So I was talking about the Hyderabad bowling, especially Rashid Khan and Natarajan and all others. Everyone contributed, Sandeep Sharma. So this team is known for defending total. And so why do you win the toss and choose to bowl first? That was a questionable thing, because Warner said he wanted to bat first, and the Dubai wicket has been favouring the team batting first in the last few games. So that has been a factor in which should have been considered. But Shreyas Iyer, even he was confused, because in the post-match presentation, he was like, I don't know why I won the toss. It was something kind of an unlucky factor that I won the toss, because I myself wasn't sure whether to bat or bowl first. That was Shreyas Iyer's exact words. So he wasn't sure what to do. Bowling first, winning the toss, that was a bad decision, especially with Rashid Khan this sort of form, I think, and T. Natarajan nailing the Yorkers. Anything, I would say 160 would have been a difficult total to chase, not 219 in this form of the Sunrisers bowlers. So him winning the toss and choosing to bowl first, that was a blunder, and that was the miss of the day according to me. So Shayan, what do you think? Which factor was the miss of the day?
Yeah, for me, I'm very surprised how Kagiso Rabada bowled today. But for 4 overs, 54 runs with an economic rate of 13.5. I mean, it's huge. Okay, I agree that Kagiso Rabada has been one of the most successful bowlers for Delhi Capitals. But having said that, these are the matches where you actually, get that momentum before you head to the playoffs. Because it's more or less looks certain that Delhi Capitals will make it to the playoffs, unless. No, there's no unless. I mean, they will make it to the playoffs. But yes, so these are the opportunities that every team gets to get the house in order. So I'm a little disappointed with the way Kagiso Rabada has bowled in this match, the only match in this tournament where he has possibly not got a wicket. So that's a disappointment for sure. But I'm sure going forward, there are more matches to play, the playoffs to come. This will give him that experience, and this will give him that lesson how to. And by now he knows what are the areas that he needs to work on. Moving on, there's a big game coming up, Mumbai Indians versus Royal Challengers Bangalore. While there's no clarity on the availability of Rohit Sharma yet, it will be a big match for sure. So Dominic, who are the players that you'll be watching for?
So considering a battle within a battle in the Mumbai versus Bangalore game, so RCB, the previous game when they bowled against Kolkata Knight Riders, they restricted them to 84 for 8. that was amazing, especially with Muhammad Siraj, bowling amazingly in the first few overs. But again, against CSK, Captain Virat Kohli himself came out and said that his bowlers, they didn't provide the variations in the match against CSK, because he said 145 was a competitive total against CSK and they should have tried, getting closer, and they lost in the penultimate over, didn't even go to the final over. So that's the point Virat Kohli made. The bowlers should be more exploring other options. They should try out variations. They shouldn't just stick to the same formula of bowling fast bowlers, especially not including Chahal and Washington in this, because Kohli especially mentioned the fast bowlers. They were out of sorts against CSK. So it'll be interesting to see what they do against Mumbai, especially Hardik Pandya coming back to form, Kieron Pollard. They'll definitely, if Rohit Sharma is not playing, they'll definitely miss Rohit Sharma. But Ishan Kishan, Quinton de Kock, everyone are in some sort of form. Wouldn't say they're very consistent, but they're in some sort of form. So it's going to be interesting to see how RCB bowlers come back against the power hitters of Mumbai Indians. So that'll be my contest. So what about you, Shan? What are your thoughts on the players to watch out for tomorrow?
The contest that I'll be looking for is, of course, Virat Kohli versus Jasprit Bumrah, because as you know, Jasprit Bumrah has been one of the most consistent bowlers for Mumbai Indians, and he has complemented well with his two pace colleagues, Trent Boult and James Pattinson. So it'll be interesting to see how things go, because basically for both the teams, they don't have anything much to lose. So it's more about getting the right kind of combination and experimenting a little, fix the loose ends before they move on to the playoffs. So this is the one clash I personally will be looking forward to.